Okay, so let's try 38, which has more parts than I've illustrated up here. Part A says graph f of x is 4 minus x squared. What? Am I doing the right problem?
I think so.
Cool. Okay, so can I graph 4 minus x squared? Can you guys manage that? What is that thing? Like, okay, so you're seeing the x squared, you're thinking U shape, right? You're seeing the minus sign here, you're thinking vertical flip or upside down. And then you're seeing this 4 and you're thinking 4 minus means it's being added on, right? We could really think about that as minus x squared plus 4, right?
Oh, yeah.
If I had parentheses here, then I'd be thinking vertical stretch.
Yeah, I don't know why it puts the parentheses there.
All right. So I'm thinking up 4 there, right? So bounce over here, make your U shape, right? It's upside down. Got shifted up 4 units, so that should be up there. I'm supposed to mark the zeros. Where are the zeros?
On the x-axis.
Good, right? Those are the intercepts on the x-axis. So those are here and here. I marked them. Good, cool. Where are they? What are the coordinates?
Is it 2, 0?
Good. Those are at 2, 0 and negative 2, 0. How did you figure that out? Yeah, you set this thing equal to 0 and it's solved, right?
Or you could trace it.
Crazy, right?
You could trace it too. I mean,
Yeah, or you could do a good job tracing it. I would say set it equal to 0 and solve. Like, I think that's probably the most foolproof thing, but whatever. Yeah. Set equal to 0, subtract 4, divide by negative 1, square root both sides. Right. Get to here somehow. Then what?
then what else do you want?
Okay, so that was part A. Check. Done. Part B says graph G is f of 1/2 x. So what's that going to be? Compress by a half, which is yeah, this is a horizontal stretch by a factor of 2. You guys see that? So if I stretch this thing by a factor of 2, what's it going to look like?
The twos are double.
Yeah, the 2's are going to get doubled out, right? So I'm going to get some kind of U shape that goes like this.
How did you get the 1/2 to 2?
So I thought to myself, this is compression, right? By a factor of 1/2.
Which is division. So it's going to start stretching.
Yeah, so I'm multiplying by the reciprocal, which is stretched by 2. We could figure this out algebraically, which might be a better thought.
Yeah.
They actually asked us to figure it out algebraically too. So they said graph and give a formula for G.
1 over b is next to x, and so you just...
Yeah, so it's stretched by B. So graphic or algebraically, let's just figure out what G of x is. So how do you figure out what G of x is? Yeah,
Apply.
right? Apply the rule F to 1/2 x, right? So do 4 minus 1/2 x squared. You guys with me on this?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 4 minus x squared over 4. You guys see that?
Because the x's are twos.
Yeah. You guys cool with this? So then I can think about this as, okay, I've got x squared, right? What's that doing? What's multiplication by a quarter after the rule?
It's gonna squish it.
Compression.
Uh,
Or no, it's squishing. It's a stretch. A horizontal stretch.
You're right. It's a horizontal stretch by a factor of a quarter. which is a compression by a factor of 4.
So are those interchangeable?
So that's a compress by 4, a flip over, and a shift up. You guys see that? We could double check our zeros another way. How else could you double check the zeros? Yeah, you could just solve it again for 0, right? You guys see that? Or we could, thinking that these are at negative 4 comma 0, we could plug negative 4 in here. Right? And just check and see if it works. You guys see that? So lots of ways. I don't really care which one you apply. They wanted me, I think, to do the stretching thing and just kind of notice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've noticed that the zeros got doubled out when I divided by half. Okay, what are they asking in C? So graph and find a formula for h of x is 2x, or sorry, h of x is f of 2x, and where are the zeros for h? So h of x is going to be f of 2x. So this is going to be my original black parabola, what? Compressed by a factor of 2. So where are those zeros going to be?
Negative 1, 1, 8.
Perfect. So that's going to be a narrower parabola with my zeros at negative 1 comma 0 and 1 comma 0. Now if I want to give a formula, go forth and make a formula out of this, right? You guys all good with making a formula?
Yeah.
Okay, then part D asks me to, without graphing, where are the zeros of f of 10x?
Just about 2, 1, 10.
Yeah, right? So this gets compressed by a factor of 10. So what's 2 compressed by a factor of 10?
1/5.
1/5. So I got my zeros at plus and minus 1 over 5. You guys cool with that? You can figure this out formulaically by taking 10x and shoving it in there and solving. You get this eventually. Cool? Questions, things?